What's up, everybody? This is Kieran Reese, otherwise known as the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer of the O.C.G, and hopefully I'm live with Trending Decos. Hey, baby. I actually decided to surprise you something. Oh, hey, Ria. It's good to see ya. This is a game I've been meaning to introduce you to for a while, Samantha. And I just thought, oh, fuck it, why not? See? Sorry, pausing music for a second. I'm a huge fan of JRPGs. As you know, we've talked about this a gajillion fucking times. And, also by first-time developers and indie games. Well, there's a Swedish guy. His name is Matthias Lind. And he grew up playing those classic JRPGs on the SNES, PlayStation 1. He wanted to make his own game like that. A throwback game that had the art style but would have modern sensibilities. And so he spent like 8 years of his life making this game, Chained Echoes. And it is fucking amazing. It is absolutely incredible. I fucking love this game. I love everything about this game. And the entire game, outside of the music, was made by one man. One dude. And yet the scale of this game is fucking insane. And I played the shit out of it a couple years ago when it launched. And was blown away. But recently, last month, they dropped a DLC for this. A massive expansion pack. I'm having a rough day, but I'm doing better now that I'm streaming and hanging out with my friends. They dropped a massive expansion pack. Like, big enough to be its own game. And I got it, and I've been sitting on it this time because it has been so long, Samantha, since I played the game. It's been like 2-3 years that I just said I would be like so confused starting up the DLC. Like this is a game where you need to learn mechanics, I'd be rusty. So I just decided I'm going to start over. And that way you can see it. Because the game is fucking awesome. Wake up. It's time to get up, Glenn. Look how lovely the sun is shining. It's still so early. Oh, come on, get dressed quickly. Your friends may come any minute. Yeah, sorry, I already have my controller a little bit. Let me see. The coast is already in sight, so stop sleeping. I'm already. It's gonna get wild soon, so get your ass up. Mom? I said, wake the hell up! Do you believe this? We're on a suicide mission and he's taking a nap. No, actually I haven't slept for days because of the mission. I don't care, boy. Get up and move your sorry ass to the captain up on the bridge. I had to stay on the Steinret today because I'm sick. I wanted to join the battle, but Killian talked me out of it. This mission is total suicide. We're supposed to break through the enemy lines as a vanguard. I'm scared, Glenn. What if I'm outnumbered on the battlefield? Would I be a coward to run away? You would, I would never get in that situation. You look pale, Glenn. A boy with your talent should always look so worried. See, it's kind of like a throwback to the 16-bit RPGs of the past, but with modern sensibilities. It's actually fucking awesome. Hey, Glenn, I heard the task is to break through the enemy lines with your sky armor. I guess so. I wish I had something I was good at. I'm sure you do. If you don't have something, then maybe you just haven't discovered it yet. Hopefully we'll survive this mission so that I still have time to do this, haha. The Kingdom of Turn conquered the city of Wernshire a few days ago. Now Wernshire's asked us to take back the town. I think that's how the story goes. Damn it, I told Marlock that we shouldn't fly at full speed for such long distances. What's going on? The ether oven is about to explode, that's what's going on. Something's wrong with this thing, but I can't figure it out. If only someone with an knack for this kind of stuff could help me out. You want me to take a look? Here's the problem. You got a clamp? Yeah, here you go. Thanks, I just need to turn up a little bit here, a little there, then a little more here. Done. Whoa, the oven has calmed down. Thankfully, you're even better at flying sky armors than you are at handling repairs. Otherwise, I'd be out of a job, haha. Here, take this as a thank you. I'll help you on the battlefield. Our chief technician is a slave driver. Nobody likes him, but he gets along with you. I wonder why. If I die, my family in Valeria will get the money. They're waiting for it eagerly. For the money, of course, not for my death. If it isn't Glenn, excited, aren't you? Maybe a little. Relax, you just keep the sky above our heads clear and we'll take care of the enemy on the ground. We're a team together, no one stands a chance against the band of the Iron Bull. You're right. Luck has been with us for years, as long as I have this lucky charm here. Oops. You dropped it. It's broken. Don't worry about it, haha. It isn't a bad omen or anything like that, haha. Just because our name was dragged through the mud by those miserable baboons on a Monday, we now have to go on this suicide mission. If we survive this, we'll get back at them. The sky armors are in perfect condition. Make sure they stay that way, Glenn. Look at these babies, Glenn. Aren't they great? Is that dynamite? I've been saving it for a mission like this. Aren't they dangerous? It's dangerous only for the enemy. I know this stuff, but it'll be fine. I think you might hit our own men. Alright, forget it. I'll leave it here. All men in battle positions. This Vanguard will not sink into the ocean. Yaya! Glenn, our ace pilot at last. I'm sorry. Too late for apologies. We're reaching the coast soon. Glenn, Killian, you take the sky armors and go ahead. We'll follow you. Yes, sir. Our goal is the Opus Stone. It feeds the ether cannons with energy. We smash that thing and clear the way for the rear guard, understood? Yes, sir. Har har har. Our client doesn't think we'll survive this. Lured by the promise to pour gold around our families after our deaths, we took the job anyway. But we will show them that we can survive. We will not let our family spend our pay all alone, right? To the band of the Iron Bull! To the band of the Iron Bull! What? So soon their cannon shouldn't reach us yet. Cursed Charanians and their damn technology, let's go. Are you ready, partner? I think so. Yep, Matthias Linda. Like, he basically did this entire game, except for the music. His friend helped him with that. He took him 8 years. He had to learn how to code. He had no prior experience. So, like, what he accomplished with this game is insane. Say, Killian, do you believe we can succeed? What are you talking about? Of course you can. Are you getting nervous? No? I mean, maybe a little. Don't worry, we'll go in, smash the Opus Stone, and get out. The rear guard will handle the rest. Yeah, sounds easy. Normally we would have to work 3 years for so much money. What will you do with all of it? I'm not sure. I have a wish, but the money probably won't be enough. Come on, tell me. I always wanted to have my own sky armor. That's nice. What would you do with it? Surely it's not simply for taking walks on a nice day, right? I don't know. I would probably do the same as before. Sky armors exist for battle, after all. I could tune it up and work on it on my own, though. You could be anywhere in the world, yet you choose the battlefield. There's nothing else in my life. Since you rescued me back then, this mercenary band is all I have. Yeah, you, however, have a family and a home. What would you do with all the money? You know that I'm not here for the money. I would choose the battlefield as well. There's still a long way ahead until I reach my dream. Haha, looks like we'll have to put up with each other a while longer. If we survive this. What can go wrong with our ace pilot, right? Alright, you two, enough romantic talk. You're ready to go. Godspeed, Glenn! Watch out, Glenn. The enemy is sending their own Skyrimers our way. How about a demonstration of your skills? I bet you can take them down on your own. What? Ah, there's no challenge for our ice pilot. You shouldn't fool around, Killian. Well then, get ready. Here comes a new challenger. That's it, Glenn. Now onto the Opus Stone. Whoa, look out for their cannons! Damn it! Killian! Are you alright? Of course not. The Skyrimers were our best chance to reach the Opus Stone. As long as you still have legs to walk and arms to wield the sword, we will not give up. It's about time you get to know the battlefield outside your Skyrimer. You've had enough training. But here on land, you follow me, understood? Yes. We will fight our way to the Opus Stone on foot. Once the stone is shattered, we can wait for the rear guard. Yeah, like I said, this guy, he grew up playing these classic JRPGs, like Chrono Trigger and all that, and he dreamed of making his own game, and he actually literally did this game over 8 years while he worked a full-time job. So in his spare time, he made this game. And the success of this game, it was an unexpected success, has allowed him to go into game development full-time. And, like, this game is a massive fucking RPG. It's, like, over 60 hours. And, like I said, the fact that one dude made this is fucking insane. I played the shit out of this back in 2022. That's when this came out. And I was waiting on a DLC for ages, and it finally dropped last month. Earlier this month. And I wanted to get it. I got it a while back. But I didn't mention it because I knew it had been so long that, like, they expect you to, like, be ready for the end of the game. The DLC technically takes place at the end game. So I'd be getting my ass kicked and be rusty. And I wanted you to see parts of it, so I said, fuck it, I'll just start over. And then do the DLC, because the DLC is fucking massive, and I've been waiting years for it. Excuse me. And this game hits the ground fucking running. And the whole point of this game was to replicate what made those classic RPGs good while modernizing it. Sorry, I'm a little bit of dust on my controller. It's drifting a tiny bit. Just trying to run in circles helps fix it. Okay, there we go. So, like, it's like meant to be a homage to those classic RPGs without having the archaic gameplay that they had. So, like, you, instead of having to wait for a battle to load up, and the battle's kind of slow by today's standards, you hop into the battle instantly. The battle's moving at blistering speed, like you just saw, in and out, and all kinds of touches like that. Like, to me, it's like the perfect mix of old and new. So I love older games, and I played a ton of games like this. So getting a new game like this is awesome. And, like, for example, something that immediately caught my attention. How quickly this game hits the ground running. Like I told you, Samantha, one of the things about JRPGs, RPGs in general, but especially JRPGs, they take a while to get going. That's something that's their blessing, their curse. Like, I understand why they do it. They have to introduce you to the gameplay, which is usually complex. They can't burden you with all the story over the top. However, that, for them, puts a lot of people off. So with this game, they immediately hit the ground running. Literally, you waking up and getting smacked in the face. Wake up, we're dropping into battle! Then, you immediately hop down here and it's on fire and there's people flying above. And, I first decided to get this game because this came to Game Pass. This was a day one Game Pass game. It's like the Netflix of gaming. Microsoft does it. I don't know if you heard about it, Sammy. But basically, you pay a membership fee and you get to play all these games for free. It's like a membership. And at the time I was playing Xbox, this was a day one game on Game Pass, and I had Game Pass at the time. So I tried it out on Xbox, and it immediately drew my attention. I'm like, oh shit. Like, you slap it in the face, now we're running on the beach. Like, it gets going, like, so quickly. Yeah, and, I liked it so much. I played the first couple hours. I liked it so much that I'm like, I have to own this game. And so I waited, saved up some money, and I bought it on PlayStation because that was my main system for streaming. Because Game Pass is great for games that are quicker. You know, you go through them, you beat them, you're done. But for a longer game like this, where, like I said, this game is over 60 hours, I don't want to be sitting there like, oh, am I going to run out of time midway through this game? So I want to own it. And the game's only like $30 ever. It was only like $30 ever. It was not like a full price game. So I saved it up and I played the shit out of it. But like this beginning just immediately grabbed my attention. And I immediately said, oh man, this game is fucking good. It says Fahrenheit, she was hit. No way. Focus on your task, but the others escaped in time. And the art for this, the pixel art for this game is so beautiful. $10. And it's fucking massive. I had the DLC for a while. I just was waiting for the time to start the game because it's a time commitment. And from what I've heard, it's fucking huge. Like, the DLC is massive. Which makes sense, the base game is massive, but like, it's supposed to be enormous. And I just really wanted to play it. And there's, you know, like, I can manage with the other shit I'm doing. I managed a couple games. Glenn, killing, you're both alive. You seem fine as well. Yeah, after I was hurled from the stair and I found myself between the enemy lines, I followed your advice and fled from the enemy. Like, I get the point you're making. It's just, like, I bought the DLC last month. It was only $10, so I bought it with other games. And I've been sitting on it this whole time, and I hate the fact that I've sat on it this whole time and played it because I really get used to this, so I'm like, fuck it. I needed a clear time to play it anyway. Thanks that I'm alive. It's every game I can push, I will join you again. Here, take this with you. Watch out, Glenn! That was close. More of them, get ready. There are too many. Need a hand? Commander! And I'm just reading all the dialogue because I can read really quickly. And I don't want you to miss any of the story, and there's no voice work in this game. Like a classic RPG. Let's show them the power of the Iron Bull's mightiest team-up. Yeah. As you fight, you have this overdrive bar, and if you get into the green, you do, like, double damage. And if you get into the red, you do that, so you have to manage this bar while you're playing. And these battles have such an amazing sense of flow to them. There's just a rhythm in this battle that's kind of addictive. So, you live. Barely. Fools, the Skyrimers were our biggest hope to end all this quickly. We didn't stand a chance. They call you an ace pilot, and yet you can't even... Shut up, both of you. Save your strength. The stone is near. We will fight the remaining foes on foot. Forward. Skyrimer again? This is bad. No choice but to fight it now. Don't worry, Commander. Guys, we will deal with it. You go and destroy the stone. Stay alive, you hear me? Of course. So the enemy has reached the stone. I'm sorry, my lord, but the casualties were... Spare me the details. Everything is going according to plan. Time for the final act. God, the pixel art is so beautiful, like that fucking sunset. The Opus Stone. Once it is destroyed, the ether cannons are out of fuel. Hello? Alright, I'll be in there in a sec. Love you, bye. I gotta take my medicine. I'll be right back, Samantha. Gotta stop the voices telling me to kill you. I have returned. Your Sultan's here, fiends. It's that Skyrim again. That means the others are... I remember that Skyrim now. That's Y1. Famous Doppelsoldner. And I know you've used Wellbane and Iron Bull. What madness has befallen you to take such a mission? What did Gravel slur you with? What gold do they not possess? With gold they do not possess. Do you even realize what you're dealing with? We need to get past him, then we smash the stone. Not if I smash your skulls first, you fools! Yeah. You know, so, like, it's kind of like keeping the old school charm, and being a faithful homage, but also having modern sensibilities, getting rid of some of the tedium and the flaws. Look at that belly! Look at that belly! I'm gonna get up in it now. We did it! Now for the Opus Stone. No! Commander Killian, Opus Stone, what have they told you? Go ahead and smash it. Stop, boy. That's not Opus Stone. It's not feeling anything. Don't listen to him. Go! Fools, the Grimoire! Oh, what is this light? Yeah. Chain echoes. Like, that's the intro. It's fucking sick. Yeah, Volandis, a continent with a proud history of over 3,000 years. Once it was home to the magical city of Nysa, the center of magical teachings, but since its downfall, Volandis has been consumed by war. Right? I haven't played it either, I need to. But yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying, Samantha. Like, this beginning immediately grabbed my attention. For 6 generations, 3 kingdoms have been battling for domination. In the north, the kingdom of Everlasting Reign, Tarion. The greatest harbor in all of Volandis, Farnsport, and its kingdom Escanaya to the south. Finally, in the east, the proud nation of Gravos. In 806 of the 7th era, Terran conquered Gravos. A few days later, during an attempt to reconquer last territory, the greatest accident of the war occurred. A powerful explosion engulfed the eastern part of the continent. Tens of thousands of people died. The weapon that could cause such destruction remained unknown. Since none of the 3 kingdoms admitted to possessing the weapon, fear finally drove the rulers to sign a peace treaty. This ended the war after 156 years. So already, after that super interesting beginning, we have this incredibly interesting setup. These 3 countries have been fighting for 156 years. And this nuke, basically this magical nuke, it was terrible, but it actually got them all to agree to a tenuous peace. Because in their mind, nobody else knows who else has got the bomb. So, like, that is, like, such an incredibly interesting way to start the game. In 807, 1 year after the signing of the treaty, a celebration was held in Farnsport to mark the anniversary. There he is, Rob. I was not mistaken. Look for yourself. Farnsport. Sitting right in the tree close to Lady Parnell's route. I do see him, but maybe he just wants to get a good look at the parade. He wouldn't need a sword for that. Also, they are forbidden during the festivities. Are you sure that is a sword? I can hardly recognize it. Rob, as exemplary members of the City Watch, it is our most urgent task to pursue this. But we were supposed to guard the castle today, Princess. Her true identity is Princess Celestia Valkyria of Taran. Sister to Prince Frederick, shortly before the end of the war, she fled the castle to see more of the world, as well as her people's struggles, worries, and hopes, in order to become a better princess to them. After a chain of events, she ended up as a guard of the City Watch for Taran's enemy's kingdom. Rob, don't call me that. Forgive me, Rob. Sorry, Lynn. Heir to the House of Raymere, Rob grew up as a ward in the castle of Tormund, together with Lean. Once he learned that she planned to flee the castle, he insisted on tagging along. Her well-being is his highest priority. It is a miracle that we have not yet been discovered. If anyone here finds out who I am. Anyway, let us make haste towards the West Gate anon. Let's, hurry. Let's hurry to the West Gate. And see, you have skills you learn. Each character can learn skills and set skills. The skills level up like it's a very deep game. I can pick any of these skills to learn. I'm gonna do wind thrust. And the skills give you stats. And it's meant to counter grinding. You will always there's very little need to grind in this game. Which is another thing that classic RPGs dealt with. Where they would force you to fight monsters to level up and it was just fighting the same enemies over and over again. They avoid that pitfall. Oh, look at you. Such a beautiful cat. Wow. Wow. Maybe I'll eat you, huh? Maybe I'll eat you. Or like, people complained that in the games originally you would walk very slowly. So they made it so you walk really fucking fast. But I actually thought it was too fast. Hold on. The default speed is this. Because people complain about not running fast, so you fucking blitzed. Yeah. Well, see, that's one of the downsides of a lot of JRPGs, Samantha, is they can make you grind. Usually it's not, like, too bad, but a lot of these games will make you grind before you progress. And people don't like it. It's been one of the things that people, don't like about these RPGs. And for people like me and Rhea, that like JRPGs so much, it's just kind of like a necessary evil. You want to deal with all the great stuff a JRPG offers, every now and then you gotta deal with the grind. But they completely mitigated that in this game. You can't get over-leveled or under-leveled. At each point in the main story, you get a star, and it gives you your rank. All your party members have the same rank. So you can't have one party member be under-leveled, because there's a lot of party members in this game. Like in a lot of JRPGs, you know, if you're not using one party member, they'll get under-leveled, so you have to constantly swap the characters in and out. All the characters are equal level. You'll gain stat bonuses as you kill enemies to a certain point. And then, it'll stop. So you can't get over-leveled or under-leveled, because that's another problem in RPGs like this, Samantha. People who do all the side stuff will find themselves over-leveled. And then, it's the opposite problem. Now they're fighting everything in one hit without a challenge. They're just breathing through the game. So, this system is perfectly designed so that you still get XP for fighting monsters, you still get the rewards, but you never have to worry about having to grind. If you just fight the enemies on the way to the main objective, you'll have enough, and you don't have to worry about being overleveled. So, if I do some side quests along the way, I'm not going to fucking breeze through and one-hit everything. It's a brilliant system. And like I said, the running speed was really fast. I actually felt the running speed was too fast. Like, I get what he's going for, but, I just preferred the slower running speed. One of the only instances where I would prefer slower running speed. I think this running speed is more than fine. Or having a full map. A lot of these games didn't have area maps. Ah, giggity. That was clever. But yeah, so that was the whole point. He wanted to make a homage to the games he grew up playing as a kid. Chrono Trigger, classic Final Fantasy, yada yada yada, but without any of the baggage, with modern sensibilities. Keep this charm, keep the aesthetic, but get rid of the gameplay flaws and bring it up to modern standards. And I think he did it perfectly. And like I said, he worked on this game for 8 years, part-time. He had a full-time job. And he made every bit of art in this game by hand, which is insane. And this game has some of the prettiest pixel art. Like just this, like the way you can look over the edge, like you're supposed to be high up here, and see the city in the background, that's gorgeous. And like I said, he drew all of this by hand. One dude. Like, this game is immensely impressive. So, like, as soon as I played that beginning, I knew, okay, I'm gonna get this game. You know, like, this game got my attention in record time. I was like, oh shit, and I did. I bought it, I played shit of it, but it's been like 3 years now. It's been like 3 years now since I played the game, and this game expects you to learn all the mechanics, obviously. So if I was to jump into the DLC now, I would be getting my ass handed to me. Because it's, you know, meant to be done in-game, so I'm like, okay, I probably should just replay the game then. Otherwise, I'm going to be going back into the deep end of the pool after I haven't played this game in years. So I just said, I'll restart it, and I thought it'd be cool to introduce you to it now. Cursed Feast. Is something the matter? Oh, it's you two. I'm just so very disappointed by this view. All of this is so wrong. What do you mean? 6 generations. That's how long this war lasted. I'm 72 years old, and even my great-grandfather was born during this war. This country has known nothing but hatred and pain for a very long time. But yet, look how forgetful those people are. They cheer their fellow countrymen's murderers. If forgiveness is a price for their dream of peace, they seem willing to pay it. People have paid higher costs for their dreams. After all that's happened during the war, forgiveness is not a cheap price to pay, Lynn. But this might be something only we elderly can understand. I'm sorry, ignore the ramblings of an old man. Lean! If it isn't the greatest pilot in all of Escanaya, this is the first time I've seen you in a fancy uniform. Terrible, isn't it? Haha. Lean, our child was born this morning. It's a girl, the most beautiful girl in the world. That is wonderful. How's Gabriella? Excellent, only because of you. They were both doing well, if you hadn't brought us the medicine. I gladly pass on thanks to my grandmother. She knew a lot about medicines. Must have been fate. Her name is Therilia. It is an old Bachian word for peace. My first daughter was born during the war, but Therilia has the chance to experience a time of peace. The horrors of war shall remain unknown to her, and I'll do everything to keep it that way. Wow. Remember, you saved the lives of my wife and daughter. I'm forever in your debt. There you are, Ro. Lady Elena would like to meet our most famous pilot. Follow me. Oh well, obligations. If it benefits peace, I shall even act as a showman. Until then... Like I said, it's like... This game has such an interesting setup right away. Because it's like there's this peace after centuries of war, but it's such a tenuous peace that it could tumble apart at any moment. You know what I mean? And go right back to war. I also love how, like, this is a detail I appreciate. He has one layer of pixels that is the foreground. Then he has another separate layer as the background. But what is so crazy is it is accurate to where you are. As she moves down, you can actually see that where you're seeing the pixels is moved. I have no idea how he accomplished that. Some fucking pixel wizardry there. Because normally, if you have a bottom layer like this, for pixels, it just keeps, like, with you. You know what I mean? It layers. So, you'd be seeing the same tower in the same place. I had no idea how he actually managed to make a background pixel layer that dynamically scrolls opposite from the foreground. I have never seen a pixel art game fucking do that. And this is one guy. Like I said, this game is crazy impressive. And I pointed it out because if you're not well versed on technology, you might not even see that. But for pixel art, that is super impressive. I don't even know how he fucking did that, but it's so cool. And it really conveys the feeling to you that you're high up in the city. You're on the pews. And that's really hard to do with pixels. Yeah, exactly. He was not only working a full-time job, he was doing this part-time and learning how to code. And I think that's why it took him 8 years. Because he had to learn it as he went. He started the game in 2014. He didn't finish it until 2022. And now, it took him another 3 years to do the DLC. But that was more to just because it's massive. The DLC is almost like its own fucking game. It's huge. And I've been waiting on it for ages. Because, you know, he wasn't going to make promises. You know, he said it'll be done when it's done. He's still one guy. So, you know, it was just like, the DLC's coming, but we don't know when. And then finally it just kind of dropped last month for $10. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta get this. It's only $10. And I did, and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna restart it, and then I just never got around to it. All those games I was playing, all that, so I finally decided, fuck it, I'm gonna start it up and make time. Because it bothers me that I waited so long for it, and it's been a month and I haven't even touched it. Oh. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's crazy, exactly. You know, and he's done massive patches to the game to fix problems because it wasn't perfect at launch. Obviously, it's not gonna be, but he's really listened to the fan feedback and fan complaints. Worked with the community, he's been super great with the community, and yeah, he's super cool dude. And like I said, I could have played this whole game technically for free because I had Game Pass, but I like this game so much, I'm like, I need to own this. I was trying to take my time and fully explore everything. And like I said, it wastes no time getting you into the nitty-gritty, you know what I mean? I mean, it hits the ground fucking running. Like, that beginning immediately got my attention. Like, literally, you know, I mean, we're going into battle, dropping down on the beach. Then, right when you think, oh, we're about to win, fucking nuke. We're taking a train outside the city. Or, like, you see the grass, it moves as you go through it. That's also super impressive. for pixels. Or like, you know, most of these classic games, Samantha, would have you hit an enemy and then it would load into battle, and they do it seamlessly here, in and out in the same space, which is super cool. Look over there, Rob. That's the person I saw earlier. He does indeed carry a weapon. Let's follow him. And the writing in this game is really, really good. Like, really, shockingly good. Oh man, I can't see the Pernell's convoy from here. I wish I was younger so I'd climb this cliff here and get a better look. There are a lot of people here. Maybe we can sell a thing or two. I don't really need any items at the moment. Beware of goblins, okay? Like, this game's story, honestly, is so well written. It's got so many, like, multifaceted characters, and it will make you cry. It actually, like, is surprisingly emotional. And they deal with a lot of really complicated, like, story beats. Oh, God, I hate this fucking thing. And much later on in the game, Samantha, you actually get those power armors that you saw from the beginning, and you can freely pilot them around. And fly with them. And, like, they can go to different height levels. Okay? And the fucking mechs, the sky armors, have a totally different battle system, and you get in and out of them. So then you're, like, jostling between two different fighting systems, and you get to customize every piece of the armors. Their weapons, their gears. Yeah, exactly. And then, later on in the game, you actually start making your own base and recruiting in people, and there's like a whole thing where you're building up an entire castle and customizing it from nothing to like a huge fort. Like, so this game just keeps like adding on fucking layers. And these areas are massive. There's just one of the areas. Like, there's fast travel. See, this is the whole map. They added a whole new continent with the DLC. This is just the base game's continent. So like I said, the fact that one guy made this is fucking crazy. You can do an ultimate move, which is really cool. Yeah. Well, here they are. There's some actually really creepy enemies in this game. Believe it or not. Termina Caves. Another earthquake? We have never had as many as in the last moons. And yet those are only small ones. People say that a massive earthquake is imminent. One as big as the one that devoured Nisa. Do you think those ruins are from that time? From the time of Nisa? Maybe. Many castles and watchtowers sank into the ground during that time. Once they were home to loyal soldiers, today they offer shelter only to rats. And by rats, I mean them. I'm telling you. Yeah. I'm telling you. We should get out of here. These ruins only bring bad luck. Everywhere you look, there's goblins, filthy creatures. Well, if you were chased out of your home, you wouldn't be any nicer than them. Their home don't make me laugh. 2 years ago, there were no goblins here to begin with. I have no idea where they came from, but they don't own anything here. I'm not going to be exploited by those fine gentlemen up in their castles, only to be robbed by these creatures here underground. Come now, save your breath. You don't have a choice anyway. This world be damned. Our target is not here. We must have gone deeper into the cave. At least you were right. You certainly look like robbers. The question is, what are they planning? This is what we need to find out. The door is locked. We need a key. And there's all kinds of hidden paths and areas to explore up the beaten path. Oh, goblin. Ah. Yeah, they are pretty cute. Ah, you bastard. Healing. Goblin skull. Yeah, probably. Sweet. See, I found, like, there was a whole optional path to get treasure. Sweet. Look at that, a key I wonder if I can open here. Ah, the key. And we loop right back around. Yay! Put these on. These are the uniforms of the palace guards. Ha, I haven't washed myself in 3 weeks, but it's the thought of wearing these uniforms that makes me feel really dirty. Spare me your sense of humor. We share a goal, but that doesn't make us friends. No need to tell me that. Anyway, Lady Pernella steadily approaches the city. Kill her while wearing these uniforms and make sure that people see you. I will watch the show from the city walls, but excuse me if I will not applaud. My reputation, you understand? Yeah. We'll carry your secret to the grave as discussed. Yeah. I know this man from somewhere. This is our opportunity. Stop, city guard. You are under arrest. Look at that. So far away from your city wall, and yet so cheeky, huh? The law of the strongest rules here. Get them. An earthquake yet again? Wait, there's some beneath. Oh shit. Whoa. A sandworm? Somebody watch Dune. Ah, that bitch. Yeah. Yeah, it's like a weirdly specific niche to have so much, like, it's like such a weirdly specific niche to have so many, examples, you know what I mean? Which of the Tremors have you seen, Samantha? Yeah. Woo! Ah. when you get a chance, Samantha, you need to see the second Tremors, at least. Because I think the second Tremors, it's called Tremor Aftershock, is honestly as good, maybe even better than the first movie. And, Bert, the hunting guy, he's a much bigger part of the second movie, which I think was a good decision. And they're making a plan to fuck with the Tremors, the groundworms, and they forget to tell him something, and it's one of my favorite lines in the entire movie. He says, "I was denied critical, need-to-know information." If you do not want to end up like your buddy, you better spit out what you were up to. Long live Farnsport. Stop it, Rob. This is unnecessary. Their lives are unnecessary. Make it quick. I'm not taking orders from the likes of you. Curses. Haha. The way you treat prisoners, one can mistake you for a nobleman. Tell me, what is your plan? We're going to put an end to this festival. The peace is not real. Everyone's waiting for the new war. A new war? These 150 years have produced a royal line of warlords. They have no idea how to deal with peace. It's all fake. All they long for is another war, and we're helping them to get it. You're planning an assassination? Peace cannot be your enemy. We yearn for peace just like everyone, but this current state is nothing more than a breather at Kanai's expense. Taran is using the peace treaty to recover from the explosion a year ago. Our chancellor's a fool and doesn't see it. We'll make the decision instead. The new war will bring true peace eventually. For everyone at birth, every man is equal. Stop babbling. You are rats from the moment your mother threw you into the world. Do not speak of equality. And now tell me, I will slit your throat. Who is that man before? How many of you are there? Long live Farnsport. Long live Landis. Rob. Probably better this way. If we leave this rat alive, it will bite the next opportunity he gets. I forbid you to kill a helpless person in our presence ever again. Do you understand? Yes, Princess. We shall return and report to the commander. A line of warlords. Does this apply to my brother as well? Yeah, Rob is fucking brutal. And what I mean when I say there's some dark shit in this game. Now we're dealing with a political assassination. It seems like nothing has happened so far. I guess we fooled the plan. What if there are more of them? What if there's plan B? I have a bad feeling about this. Let us report to the commander. He will know how to act. He's probably wondering where we are anyway. Is something amiss? Are you sure, my lord? Is this parade not worthy as a stage for you? They had a wagon prepared just for you. My dear Heinlein, sometimes I prefer the way through the orchestra pit. But it is quite loud here. I'll take the noise of the crowd over the whispers of the court any day. Yeah, but to them, they were bandits, and they served no purpose. I can kind of see both ways, like, we're not going to let a bandit go to live another day, that's how you wind up, but yeah. Forgive me, what does a simple servant like me know about the problems of such a famous man like you? One does not need to be a powerful king or a queen to be famous all around Eldria. Sir Victor of Arcadia is living proof that a civilian can gain such prestige. As the author of stage plays and poems, he has written himself into the hearts of many. Having developed the first letterpress machine, he was able to distribute his works to every corner of the world and accumulate vast wealth. Yeah, he's kind of like a Shakespeare-like character. If Shakespeare could kill somebody. CCC, now give me a break. People forget it sometimes, but I'm not a nobleman. So let's cut the charades. Just take me backstage and show me where the fun is. Very well, Sir Victor. And the characters in this game are really cool. There's one in particular, Samantha, that I think you'll like. You'll see here in a bit. Here you are, may I cordially invite you to participate in a variety of fun games. The games are played with so-called chips. Please take these 50 and try to accumulate as many as you can. Once you're done, you can exchange chips for prizes in the north of this plaza. Have fun. That is more to my taste. How's it going, Sir Victor? You currently have 50 chips. I hope you have a lot of fun. If you run out of chips, pay me a visit. Yeah, this is amazing. there's a part here that made me laugh so hard, I almost fucking shit myself. This is amazing. There's this turtle racing game, right? This is so great. Welcome to the magnificent, tumultuous turtle touchdown. Bet on the turtle that will cross the finish line first. They might look the same, but the racing skills are actually very different. That's why I'm shoving the positions every race. There's no way of knowing who will win next. The fee is 10 chips per game. The winner gets 30 chips. Are you willing to take the gamble? I was never more ready. So which turtle do you think will win? It's random, so pick which turtle. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Oh my god! Dude, the first time I heard that music, I fucking, oh my god. You're just not expecting it to play this hardcore metal fucking tune to the Turtles racing. I was like, what the fuck? And like, none of the other music in the game is like that. You know what I mean? It's like all medieval fantasy fair, and then you just started playing fucking metal while the turtles are racing. I'm like, what? Like, I was not expecting that. So the first time I played this game, I almost pissed myself. I burst out laughing. That was just like so funny to me. And like they made a special fucking metal track just for this one thing for the fucking turtles racing. That this is optional. Like it's that love and care that just floors me, and it's fucking hilarious. And even like seeing the turtles man fucking sit there and rev up their legs, just to run like so slow, just let's fucking go. uh. That just like tickled me so much. And like they had to make a special musical track just for that one bit. There's no other metal tracks like this in the entire game. For something that most people would miss. Say, you know, this is a labor of love. Yeah, you can find out who's gonna win by talking to them. Turtle, turtle. The one who's gonna win, turtle. Oh man. Right? Are you feeling tired, baby? You're gonna stay up a while longer. It's almost 10. Yeah, well, hold on, and I'll let you go to sleep. Just check this out. Thank you for playing our games, good sir. You accumulated 79 chips for it. Do you wish to stop and exchange your chips for rewards? I'll then proceed with the checkout. Is that fine with you? Thank you for playing our games. I'll now cash in your 79 chips. Please shoot your words at the table and talk to my colleague up ahead. I hope you've enjoyed our games. Let me see what items you've chosen. I see an excellent choice, I'm going to say. The total cost of these items are 20 chips. Sir, if you would be so kind. What do you mean? The cost of these items are 20 chips. You've already said that. You need 20 chips to exchange these items. I've already given the chips to your colleague. Which colleague? The red-haired one at the entrance. I'm sorry, there's no one working here with red hair at the entrance. All you need to bring these chips to me. Wait, what? She's gone. Have I been cheated? Sheesh, I must be getting old. Sheesh. Sienna. Well, that was easy, like stealing money from a drunken Polko. Part thief, part con artist, she has broken the hearts of many men and women. With her red hair and red clothes, she's infamously known as the Red Succubus, a title that cannot make her job particularly easy at times. She could dye her hair and change her clothes, but a narcissistic part of her seems rather proud of them. She's the thief. I haven't visited this part of town yet. Let's see what we can find here. She's a sexy femme fatale thief. Thought you'd like her. Alright, I'll save and end here. I love you. I'll be back in a bit.